All right, so today we're going to be talking about TronDash. I am actually going to buy or put in a buy order for TronDash on this video. I'm going to talk to you about what TronDash is in case you do not know. And I'm also going to talk to you about what I like about TronDash. First of all, let me just say this. I am buying TronDash on this video. This is a sponsored video. However, I'm the one who made initial contact with the developer of TronDash because I was like, hey, are you looking for sponsored content sort of thing? Basically, just to sum up what happened. And the reason I did that is because I already looked at TronDash and I was already considering getting into it. I almost didn't, and I'll tell you why. It's another deflationary token, and we already have 4 of them down here. And I'm already in void. These are my holdings, right, so far. This is I have a lot more frag than this, but once you put it in the dApps, it's locked up. So, but this is my current holdings. And this is I also have a lot more void than this, but most of it's locked up, as you've seen on my channel before if you watch my videos. But I'm going to talk about a couple things. I'm talking about why I decided to get started with TronDash, and there's 2 reasons. There was one reason why I approached a developer, but there's 2 reasons. I don't do sponsored content very often, by the way. So for me to do it, then I've got to at least like the project. The second reason that I did, the second reason I'm glad that I made the decision to get into TronDash is because of something that the developer said when we were talking about doing the sponsored content. And I'm actually going to share that with you. By the way, I will do my best to be transparent anytime there's sponsored content or affiliate links, etc. On my channel. So, and I'm also going to talk to you at the end of the video about how to take profit on all of your tokens, especially your high risk ones. And these deflationary tokens are pretty high risk. If you don't know what a deflationary token is, basically it's a shrinking supply of the token, which in theory should increase demand for the token, but there's got to be a reason to create the demand. Banker, Frag, and Void all have staking, or they have dApps or something that kind of helps artificially or legitimately, however you want to say it, increase the demand. Like Void has staking right now, but they lock up a lot of tokens with staking, but they've got to ultimately come out with something a little bit better than that. But the prices went up. I mean, I think I bought Void myself. By the way, I've bought Void and Frag. Banker's the only one that I haven't bought. Actually, a friend of mine who had some Banker tokens gave me these. I didn't even know Banker was doing a deflationary token at the time. I guess that's one heck of a way to get my attention. Hey, I'm shooting you over some tokens. But the Void tokens I purchased them I think at 4 Tron each. Frag tokens, I purchased them things less than a Tron each. And that's why I'm looking at Dash. I think Dash has some reasons why it could do better. Now, what's working against Dash, just to be transparent, is that it is the 4th token, was the 4th token to imitate Bomb, basically. And there is another one out there, Energy, but I'm iffy on Energy. I need to look at it more. I didn't like how I saw they put their token for sale. But I will say this, there's going to be a total of 20 million out there that these are going to be airdropped over time. Right now, there's only 300,000 Dash in circulation. And I'm going to get to that in a moment about what happened with the developer, because I told the developer, I said, listen, I told him what my price is typically for sponsored content. And he was like, okay, he basically said, I'll get to that part of the story. Here's what I liked about Dash. Their first project, just like Banker, the first project wasn't a deflationary token. Now, I don't know what the developer of Frag has worked on or the developer of Void, but we all know that there was bankroll and bankroll credits and all that before the Banker token. Well, TronDash came out with this platform, and it used to be a little small platform, and it's just gotten better and better over time. But the whole platform is an easy way to monitor all of your holdings in all of these dApps. So when you see these numbers, these are my numbers. This is what I'm currently holding. I don't know where the 507 comes from. But this is what I'm currently holding. TronBet Live, I'm holding 246. I didn't even know that, by the way. Yeah, PokerTron. So this is what I'm currently holding. I got 40.59 Ruby. Blaze, this is right for Blaze, 3,000. I want like 20,000 Blaze. Safe math, I actually don't even know what that is. I have 157 anti, that's right. I have 5,088 Trons, 293 Dragon Castle. I was going to sell those, but I hear their development team's working on something new. Tron Vegas. This is the dividends that you get. And it's if it's got an asterisk beside it, it's estimated dividends. So, and for some of the platforms, you can do the reinvest. It doesn't work for all the platforms, just so you know. For some of them it does, for some of them it doesn't. It just depends on the coding language and that sort of thing. There is some more work to do on this platform, and the developer is aware of that. He's basically a one-man team. But he's created this TronDash token, and he told me that if the testnet continues to work properly for Tron, we are days, like very few days. He was hoping to have it done by now, but the testnet's been giving him a hassle for being able to stake Dash. Now, if you've been using Dash regularly, if you had been using Dash 2 or 3 days before the actual, if you've been using TronDash 2 or 3 days before the actual airdrop, you got like 1,000. This is not something that I used all the time, but if you use it, I'm just gonna, I don't even know if that will, just withdraw all. If you use it though, it will affect your airdrops. You'll get more airdrops for using it. I don't even know what that is. There we go. All right, so that should affect like airdrops. You get, I think it's like 30 Dash or something if you use it once a day. I might not be exactly right on that, but here's what else is in. So there was already a platform there. The guy knows how to develop a little bit, and I thought, okay, well, let's see what happens. Let's see what can happen. So the other thing is, when I was talking to him about sponsored content, I said, he was like, here's what we can do. And I was like, okay, but your token's only valued at, what is it? 0.29. I think it was less than that, maybe 0.29. Yeah, 0.29 Tron. And I'm like, with all due respect, I don't care how you do math, that's not going to work. And I said, at the very least, give some more TronDash. And here's my thinking. It's a risk on my part. This token may do nothing. And most of these developers, they're willing to give their token they create. Because keep in mind, they create it. They program it. They're willing to give most of them are willing to give their token away. And the developer for TronDash said something, and it just kind of got away with me. He said, I can't do that. And basically, he didn't want to dilute the market. And I said, well, how many do you have? He said, there's only 300,000 in circulation. I was like, oh, wow. And he wants to be careful about how he does his airdrops to give as many different people as possible tokens, so there's a pretty even distribution. And so I like that. I thought, wow, that's really good. Like, he's really thinking about this. He's not just trying to do a quick, like I've seen, there's another token out there. It looks like they almost tried a quick pump and dump on purpose. And so I said, do you got some development ideas? He said, well, I said, what's the future development looks like? He said, well, we're almost done with staking, and I would like to continue. He said, I'm working on some ideas, but he would ideally would like to work on other projects that may use his TronDash token. So there's potential here. Now, we are so early. This is not investment advice. This is a sponsored video where I'm literally have been paid to educate you on this. So just understand what you're watching. However, this is possible. The reason I'm going to buy, I'm actually going to put in an order. I got an order set. It's on Tron Watch. I hate Tron Watch, but I got 1,000 Tron order, and I'm actually going to put it at 0.50. And I'm going to leave this for 2 or 3 days. So any of you that you got a Tron you want to sell, you can come sell them to me. I'm going to leave this up here at least till the end of the week, hoping it gets filled. But the thing is, a lot of times people are trying to hold on to their Tron. Let's see if it goes through. Hopefully it goes through. Let's see, here we go. Did it go through? There we go. Okay. So hopefully it gets filled soon. There'll be 1,000 Dash. I think it's worth that. And I could have come in at like 3,500, but I'm wanting it to get filled. Okay, so we'll see what happens. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that. Sorry, I'm going to cancel that order. I don't need to go that high. I can go up to 35. If I can cancel it. All right. I don't need to go that high. Let's see. That means I can get, because I was going to spend about 1,000 Tron. Oh, I can go higher. Go even higher. All right. We'll do that. 1,015. 2,900 dash. Oh, that's much better. Wait a minute. Oh, 3,000. 31. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. 3,400. Okay, there we go. Because my thought is, what if this hits just 1 or 2 Tron each? Then what? Then all of a sudden you've tripled your money, basically. Not basically, you've tripled your money. Or you've tripled your Tron, however you want to say it. All right. There we are. Hopefully it gets filled. All right, hopefully it gets filled. So we will see. We will see. So I'm going to be getting this video out. I'll let you know what happens with TronDash. Now I want to talk to you about, and it's going to be easier to show you on Tron Trade. I want to talk to you about how I take profits on these. I don't ever like the idea of collapse in the market. I don't think it's good for the ecosystem. I don't think it's good for the average person out there. And I don't even know that it's good, it's wise to do for an individual. Hang on, let's see. Let's look at this. Oh, that ain't gonna work. DDEX, that's where I need to be. Sorry. DDEX. Let's look at Void, for example. This would be a good one. Come on, there we go. Internet's being a little bit slow, I apologize. So I got this 100 order here to sell. I do not believe, so I have 1,000, and I do not believe in just dumping them on the market. It would just collapse the price. I could buy up all these and a good chunk of these, and you're just going to collapse the price. I don't think that's healthy for the ecosystem. I don't think it's good for potential development for the devs. I just don't think it's good. It's just not how so I always unravel slowly. And I do believe, if you watch my videos, I do believe in taking some profits. So I will do one or two things. This is a small order, so I didn't jump in on this order. Sometimes if there's a order here, I'll just jump into it. But I thought, you know, there's 5 is a long ways away from 6.3. So I just came in a little bit lower. But sometimes I'll just jump on that order right there, or I'll come in just under it. I don't ever want to and I don't ever buy, if I do a market order, if I sell, I won't I won't sell into this one and this one. I don't want to collapse the price. If there was 2,000 here and it would say closer to 6, if it was like 5.5 and there was like 2,000 right here for sale at 5.5, then I would have sold into those, you know, my 100. I just didn't want to. Oh, sorry, I'm still thinking I got 1,000 here. I'm back over there on the Dash token. Sorry. So my 100, this is a little bit higher, then I could have just sold into this 700. I don't ever want to just knock out multiple layers. I don't want to collapse the price ever. So I just take my time each day. If I want to sell a little bit. And I am slowly, my whole goal with these deflationary tokens is sell some and hold some. Sell a little bit, the better I feel about it, the more I will hold. That's just my personal opinion. Not investment advice, but I don't think it's beneficial to just collapse the market. The other thing is, what if this thing has a run up? You know, we've seen Void run all the way up to 10 TRX per Void. So if this thing has a run up because someone wants to buy up a whole bunch really quick, especially because the airdrop is coming up, then tomorrow I'll be able to sell at a little higher price. So just, you know, keep that in mind. I don't think it's necessarily beneficial to ever just dump on the market. That's just, unless you think the project is just totally dead, that's different than just cash out and get out what you can get out. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you got any questions about Dash, or if you got any questions about deflationary tokens or cryptocurrency or dApps, be sure to put them down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments, are you currently buying up, or are you a part of the airdrop with Dash, TronDash? And did you know about TronDash before the video? I'm just curious how many people were aware of the TronDash platform prior to this video. Leave comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. I've got an incredible video coming up. I'm going to start talking to you about my crypto goals for the rest of the year. Thank you for watching.